Welcome back
Yo,
to Two Bros, One Car. Like anybody's even fucking watching this at
yes,
this
sir.
point.
We just talking, bro.
Yeah,
Just
we just
yapping.
talking. Till we get over 50 videos on our fucking YouTube channels. Nobody's watching this shit.
Yeah, that's facts,
And
bro.
we'll eke in like a couple dozen.
Yes, sir. So, this is gonna be mostly based on this tweet I put out, and this was based on what I was feeling at the time. And the tweet says, "It's time you stop fucking lying to yourself." Where was I going with this? It felt like for the longest time I did not know exactly what the fuck I wanted.
Mhm.
And I kind of just absorbed whatever, online gurus fucking mentioned to you.
Sure.
Like
Yep.
fucking, hey, look, start a business, do this. Hey, you need money, do this. Hey, you need this, do this, right?
Right.
And then you start having all these fucking ideas just swimming in your fucking head, right? And you can't even implement them all, right? To the point where you start trying to make moves, and then you just get so confused, so overwhelmed, where you just get nothing done at all.
Mhm.
And so what prompted this was that after writing down a lot of my thoughts, I realized that I didn't really want a lot of these things that the typical guy would want, right? And I felt like I was like too ashamed, or maybe less of a man if I didn't want these things as bad enough as other people, right?
Mhm.
Like, let's name off a few. A fucking harem of women.
Mhm.
If you asked me fucking 6 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, like that's definitely what I fucking want. I want fucking Latina, Black, Asian, all kinds of women.
Mhm.
Now, don't give a fuck about any of that. What prompted this was I was talking with one of my friends, one of my good friends that I met in the Muay Thai gym,
Mhm.
and he was talking about how much he fucking always on the like centered around like some kind of like on women or some shit, right? And I was sitting there like, you know what? I don't even want that. I genuinely don't want that. So what the fuck is all this for?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like like now it comes to the point where I'm sitting here and I have to be real with myself. And I feel like if you're gonna make any kind of progress in life without that much resistance and shit, you gotta be fucking super honest about what you want, or else you're not gonna get it in the way that you want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really care much for harems, bro. I don't give a fuck about harems. I don't give a fuck about fucking 60 bitches in a month. I don't feel like fucking feeling like Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
So
You're talking about you're talking about specifically the whole RSD thing, like where they're really just trying to put up numbers.
Yeah,
Like they're trying to slay bodies.
yeah, and that's the thing
all the fucking time.
Yeah, and that's the thing that the sort of like red pill sort of puts out a lot, where it's like, hey, you gotta bang at least 50 chicks. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like, oh, in order to find the one, you gotta go through the many to fucking find your shit. Like, I'm like, yeah, sure. I agree with that. It's gonna sort of like happen organically, I feel, right? Instead of
Yep.
making that a goal that I have to plaster on the wall and stare at every fucking day. You know what I mean?
You don't have to tell yourself to screw many women to get to one that you want to stay.
Exactly, because
Why do you have to tell yourself that?
exactly, because I felt like it was like it was like a poster, metaphorical poster in my mind that said, hey, you gotta have this many bitches, or else you're a fucking failure.
Yeah.
You gotta have this amount of money.
Here's the quota to be a fucking G, dog.
You gotta
got it or not.
you gotta have 55 mil by age 30 or it's over, right? And I'm just like,
Holy shit.
I'm like, motherfuckers, they even start to go like 35, bro. Some people.
Yeah, some people.
Sure. You don't. You know it now. Don't start till you're 35, right? I'm just saying, right?
Right.
Some people didn't start till they were fucking 35, bro.
Yeah. And then something snapped in them, and they were like, "I'm tired of this shit. I gotta change my life up."
And then I've been also like, you know, when you start like, when you start intaking information from other influencers who are not so bombastic with their fucking messaging, who are just telling you straight up, you know, who are not gonna be like, hey, you can be a millionaire in 6 months, you can be a millionaire in half the time, right? People, these guys are just like, hey, minimum 5 years, realistically 10.
Yep.
10.
Yeah, it's a long fucking game.
Long game. And all that anxiety, all that nervousness,
it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary because you're doing that shit. You're vibrating in fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
All because in your head you want to become successful like yesterday. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to be successful in a year.
You know, it's funny.
6 months. You got to shorten the time horizon.
It's funny you're talking about this. I was parsing through. I used Notion to jot down quick thoughts in my head just in case they're useful. I'm my fucking disclaimer right now. I don't go talking about my feelings and keep like a lengthy journal of talking about my feelings. I'm still staying true to fucking if it's something important, put it down.
Exactly. Yeah,
especially if you need to remember it.
Yeah.
So again, so my fucking, you know, I don't want some motherfucker in the future to be like, but you said like, shut the fuck up. All right, so quick prompt.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck you from the past.
He's like, oh my god, it's me.
Yeah, bro. Anywho, so fucking I wrote down today how I saw a video that said, you know, your YouTube isn't even going to your YouTube isn't even going to push your videos out, not even slightly, till you have 50 or more fucking videos. 50 or more fucking videos. I was like, if I put out one a week consistently, it would take just under a year, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just under a year. Not quite if I'm like really getting after it, but like, but you know, usually I feel like not that long ago that would have caused me a bit of angst. I would have been like, oh fuck, I gotta put out so many, and I've got to do it now, and I've got to do it fast. And to my surprise, I actually tell you that led to a lot of relief for me. I was like, so I don't need to fucking rack my own brain to its own fucking demise.
Go pedal to the fucking metal.
Rush this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so you can just do this shit consistently and enjoy the fucking process. You don't need to fucking destroy your own brain.
And that's what I
that'll do. If you're an ambitious guy, you don't gotta worry. Your brain's just gonna do that to itself. Why do you need to double down on fucking with your own head?
And that's what I realized yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
You know, this is me. Like I'm in a fucking sports car in neutral or in park, and I'm just fucking stepping on the fucking accelerator, just fucking constantly.
Car ain't going nowhere.
I ain't moving. I ain't doing no action. I'm fucking somehow my subconscious is like, oh, we just gonna fucking get lucky somehow. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
nah, bro.
Yeah.
You
I'm the
know.
one who told you that analogy. I told you that.
Did I?
No, I told
did
you
you?
that.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Remember?
Shit,
it's like putting your foot down on the gas with your car in park, expecting to fucking go somewhere.
Oh,
but you're just revving your fucking engine up.
I totally forgot.
And it's going nowhere, and you're wasting your gas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Shit, I got it from somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get it from
was me.
It was me. And I just gonna claim it, bro.
It was me.
Just let me have this one, bro. Just let me have it, bro.
We're gonna get pissed when I start saying shit. Other people are gonna start acting like it came from them in the future. I'm gonna be like, oh, really?
You see that name under there? Under
Give
that quote?
credit where it's fucking due. Oh my god.
Oh, bro, that's gonna be the thing on Twitter, bro.
You're just gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah.
People are just gonna copy.
You gotta trademark that shit.
Remember where this came from.
Copyright that fucking thing. But yeah, that's what I came to fucking as of yesterday, man. I'm like fucking sitting there, fucking.
And don't ever let like a young entrepreneur ever like make you feel like shit. Because here's
That's
the
a good point, too.
You can't.
Good fucking point.
You can't give yourself shit because you realize something maybe in your 20s or 30s that they realized when they were in their teens. Right? And they kind of got on top of it when they were like 18. So of course when they're 26 now or 27, 10 fucking years went by. So in their middle to their late 20s, and now they're reaping the benefits of the toil of businesses they made and failed for 10 fucking years.
They still spent a crazy amount of time on that. They still spent 10 years.
10 fucking years.
It only appeared that they got rich quick because they're 23, 24.
Yeah, they're still young.
But they worked 10 years before starting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's fucking telling you that. No one's fucking telling you that.
No one's telling you shit. Bro, dude, like the facade of social media, bro. You knew, like when people say, oh, social media is not real, social media is not real, you take it at face value, right? But you don't truly understand how things are fucking fake, bro. Like, dude, what Brute said?
It's an orchestra. Everything's a fucking act.
What fucking Brute said? I
was thinking about that exactly.
I understand. I understand why you could look at fucking thousands of reels and be like, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real. I got a whiff of this today. I'm looking at some shit and I'm like,
that's fake as fuck.
This is clearly fucking fake. This is clearly staged.
Hold on, I gotta turn the car on. It's already getting cold in this bitch. What do you mean no key? No key.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever, just keep talking. What the fuck do you mean no key? It's in my pocket.
My toes are getting
It's
cold,
right here.
But yeah, dude, like fucking.
There you go.
Yeah, you have to. What the fuck?
Like,
what's the difference between that and the fucking actual key?
It's in my fucking pocket.
Jesus, come on, bro. Come on, Volks.
Nah, stop it.
Like, don't diss my baby like that.
You can't talk shit now. Not after fucking 90,000 miles are on it, and not one failure. This car has not had a single fucking one. All right.
Goddamn, bro. But yeah, I got to that point today when I'm like scrolling and I'm fucking seeing like really like a lot of things are just being fucking staged, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if all of this is being staged, let's imagine all the motherfuckers online are just telling you fucking lies, right? Every new person you see on X that's telling you how to be rich and here's how I did this, here's my thread on how to fucking do this in X amount of months, this, right? You're just scrolling, right? Let's imagine all that shit was just lies, bro. And you're just taking all that in.
And even the real ones, even like the real people that like tell you shit straight
They're embellishing shit.
They on purpose sometimes and not on purpose sometimes leave shit out.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Not because they're trying to, but it's just like they're already giving you so much information, shit gets left behind. And it's like they forgot to tell you, oh man, I started this 10 fucking years ago.
Right.
I just popped off 2 years ago. So you think I did it like that. That's a fucking lie. I've been doing this and toiling for 10 fucking years. Like they forgot to tell you that straight up. So in the shimmery golden glitz of it all, you're just like, oh my god, you got to buy Miller fast, maybe they can beat me. It's like no.
You look at this mountain, you're like, I'm supposed to climb this in 6 months?
Like,
I'm supposed
nobody
to
climbed that in 6 months, you motherfucker. Like,
how long did it take for you to get here? 10 years? Like, what? No way. How about you, bro? 10, bro.
10 fucking years.
All the real motherfuckers that are up there are telling you 10, and yet
they're not telling you to.
Exactly. Bro, you get up there easy, bro. You get there in no time.
Okay.
It's like, no time. 10 years.
10 years. Oh.
Bro, facts, man. That's yeah. That's it, man. That's literally all that was grinding my fucking gears. Dude, I was in a situation here because like I was sitting there, me and my buddy from the gym.
Yeah.
We had this like little business idea, and he brought up something. He brought something up to me where I was gonna do this photography thing. He would build my site, and then we would do a whole bunch of other stuff that adds and then like image consulting, like little fucking consultation calls.
Yeah.
You know, trying to build up people's SMV and shit like that.
Yeah.
And now, you know, I was sitting there, I was taking it all in as he was briefing me on this, almost like he was sort of selling me on this, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. I agree with this. This automatically sort of aligns with what I'm kind of doing anyway.
Yeah.
With photography, you're also, when you tell somebody to pose like this or pose like this, you are sort of already telling them how to look like their best self anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I'm doing this thing, and then I sort of like try to plan out how I'm gonna fucking do this thing, and then like for a good like 4 to 5 days, it's just been nothing but fucking planning, nothing but this, right? Me trying to fucking find out, okay, how am I gonna fucking get clients? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do this? And then he made it a point that we should, you know, get on this fast, right? And I'm like, yeah, I agree. We should act on it. We should, like,
Yeah.
you know, Danko had this, he said something that stuck with me, that, you know, the key is to decrease the time
Yeah.
between idea and
Implementation
and
or
implementation.
whatever,
Yeah. Yes, and so I was like, yeah, that's definitely a key point, because like what I found was that when you have an idea and you let it float, it says there's a half-life. It has a half-life, so
Yeah.
it starts decaying.
Yeah.
It starts decaying until it's gone.
Yeah.
Until it's gone and you have no desire to fucking do that no more. It could have been a great fucking thing,
Yeah.
but you just don't care for it now because you took too fucking long. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Ideas should be acted upon and explored quickly, especially when you're like, oh wait, that's kind of nice. It's a good idea. Like,
yeah,
you kind of want to explore that quickly.
yeah.
I agree.
And so after those days of fucking planning and fucking, you know, staring at my shit. Oh, actually, I mentioned one other thing. He called me again, and he mentioned, oh, we gotta do this thing for the website, fucking consultation calls and products and all this other shit, right? And then I'm like, man, with the stuff that he was saying, I was mentioning, I was like, hey, maybe, I don't know, it makes me sound like some kind of like fashion guy, like fucking, I don't know,
Yeah.
this isn't me. And
Who's fronting the money to fucking get the products to sell? Like, who's the supplier? All that kind of shit too.
oh, it's not physical products, it's digital.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And so, after the call, I was left with this feeling like, bro, do I even? And you know, there's this sort of like message online, like there's sort of like do whatever it takes to fucking get to the top. You know, do whatever it takes, right? To the point where it's like, if you don't even like it, if you hate doing this shit, do it. If it's gonna fucking make you the fucking money, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it sounds nice.
Yeah.
It sounds nice.
It sounds gritty.
It sounds like hard. You're
you want to romanticize the grit kind of shit.
You're a man. Like I do what I don't like to fucking do all the fucking time to get this fucking money, to get this fucking bread, stack up the bread kind of shit, right? You know.
Yeah. I like being fucking salty. Yeah.
How can you keep it a buck if you ain't got no bucks, bruh? Come on, bruh. Get your money up. I'm like, ugh.
Be salty.
All the fucking time. And it's like, how can you? Okay, whatever. But like, they gonna tell you enjoy life. Meanwhile, the shit that you're doing is what you fucking hate. Like what? So like, like I swear, bro, it doesn't make no sense. So when I'm sitting, I'm like, bro, should I be grinding on something that I do not necessarily want to do? Because when I mentioned, I was like, I don't know about this.
Yes. My answer to you is yes.
But it's not. But
I'll
there's like this is where my brain was also like.
You're
thinking,
you're already grinding on something.
It was menial tasks, right? Little tasks that you don't want to fucking do to get to the goal that you want. Like through a medium, let's say you want to do photography, right? But you hate the part where you go and talk to people, right? That's just a part of the main thing that you want to do.
But it's a part that you don't like to do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine. But let's say you don't like photography, but it's lucrative, and you chase that anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It became so it was like the what he brought up to me was a crucial part. It was a crucial part of the business. Like I'd say a good like 50%. That I was like, I don't know if I want that to be a part of my brand, kind of shit. So I was having all this resistance. I'm like, bro, should I even do it? Should I even do it? And I'm having his voice echo in my head. It's like, bro, do you want to make money or not? Right? And that stuck with me, and it was bothering me. Because I was like, yeah, I want to make money, but if I have to do some shit that I hate fucking doing, that I can't get myself to fucking do, does it make sense?
As soon as you monetize a passion, it does, I think, inevitably take at least a little bit of its like luster away.
Right. It will take the luster away for sure. But what about the stuff that you hate doing with a fucking passion?
You mean like if I...
Or you don't have any care for, at least.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. So it's like, listen, I'll give you like fucking $60 an hour, but you got to go in the sewers and wipe the shit off the walls. Kind of like that.
Kind of thing, yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to do that.
Actually more lucrative than that. Like, I'm talking like, let's say the motherfucker gives you $300,000 a year to fucking clean shit off the walls.
I don't know if that's a good example.
It is a good example.
No, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Because this is like, I'm saying this is a part of the
But there's got to be an element of difficulty to it too, does it not?
It's shit.
I know,
going
but
in
like,
the sewer.
I feel like
wait.
who wouldn't just wipe the shit off the wall?
Okay. So
bro?
you would go in the fucking sewer every day, Monday through fucking Friday, 9 to 5, right? You go
wiping shit off the
You
walls.
go in the fucking sewers like you're gonna chase after the fucking lizard, right? And you're fucking Spider-Man, right? You're wading in these fucking waters, fucking spraying shit off the walls because, I don't know, gas explosion got all the shit up there, right? 300,000 in fucking year.
Some blew up in the fucking sewer.
Would you fucking do it?
Shit on the ceilings.
Would you fucking do it? What are you gonna tell your friends? Hey man, what do you do?
I clean shit in the sewers. And they'll make fun of you. It's like, I make 6 fucking figures. Eat my ass. No pun intended.
That pound is all the way over here. It's like, yeah, it's sort of related, but...
I mean, eating my ass, you're going to get shit in your mouth.
Like, you're going on a date. She asks you, hey, what do you do?
I make 6 figures. That's all you need to know. That's all. That's all. All right.
I make 6 figures. That's all you fucking need to know, bro. I'm weak. Where do you work, Daddy?
In a date?
Nah,
Daddy?
It fast forwarded a couple years.
Like
now,
a kid.
Now you got a kid.
None of your fucking business, kid.
Boy. Shut up, boy. I ain't telling you.
Oh my god. Yeah, though.
Yeah, man. So that's what I meant. So like, such a crucial part of the business, a crucial part that you just don't want to fucking do. Is it worth it? And then the question's asked: do you want to make money or not? It's a yes or no answer. If you don't want to fucking do this, you're just not going to be fucking. You're just not going to get the money.
Yeah, doing that.
And then I was staring at I was staring at the wall thinking about this shit, right? And I'm like, maybe I don't want it. Maybe I just don't want it that bad enough. And so I was faced with this sort of like existential thing. And this is the existential thing I was thinking about earlier. Do you want to give up? I mean, genuinely. If this was the only path, which I know it isn't. I know this isn't the only path. But if this was your thing and you just let go of this, are you okay with just not getting any fucking money at all? Are you okay with that? Not doing this part of a business that you fucking don't want to be associated with, but you got to do it because it makes you, it's gonna be profitable.
No.
Right? Are you okay with like not doing that and not making any fucking money for the rest of your fucking life?
At that point, it's like you just have to like taking photos to take photos, and then it's completely a hobby.
Yeah. And I'm like sitting there like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It was at this point I put out that tweet that you have at some point you gotta have to be really fucking honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And
Like, do you even want to this?
do you even want half the shit that Twitter fucking says?
Yeah.
You know,
And then I gotta keep a note in my head because
you wanna-
that's gonna lead to my next thing.
because like, do you want to be a billionaire?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a billionaire? Do you even want to?
I think it's very dangerous because you go on the internet, okay? Your brain a sponge filled with
Yes.
no water yet.
Yes.
And you get told what you should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the danger of anything when you go online is you get told what you should be.
And you don't know. You never had time. Like you haven't had at least a minute of silence with yourself to even know what the fuck you want.
And
every minute of your
Yeah.
day has been just intaking information, without your brain producing anything.
Yeah, that's an aspect of it for sure. It's you have not even, not only have you not absorbed any of the information, but here's the pivotal part. I think the most important one. You have not tested it. You've not tested anything. You have not tested shit. Like some YouTuber told you, bruv, you've got to
Bruv.
bruv, you've got to go skiing for the happiness of life. You go skiing, right? No, you don't go skiing. You don't fucking go skiing. And then you fucking get told, hey, you've got a skateboard for life's fulfillment. You get that in your mind. And then RSD guy says you need fucking 100 bitches. And you're like, oh, fuck. And then one guy tells you go to college, be a good guy. The other guy tells you fuck college, be an entrepreneur. And then you've not tested a damn thing. And I think here's where it comes down to. You're trying to I don't think people know this. I don't even think this is what their brain's doing, but they don't know that this is what's happening, is that you're trying to squeeze the most out of what little time you have. To endeavor in any one of these things is a huge time sink, and you have a limited amount of time on earth, but you don't realize that you're actually wasting your time doing none of it to even find out whether you like something or not.
Yes. And it feels like you have 10 years or less to fucking make it, and it's all within the time span of like 20 or like 18 to fucking 35. Once you've missed 35, it's fucking over, right? Kind of shit. But meanwhile, it's gonna be your whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Imagine you're working on this fucking business that you're building your entire life till you're dead.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta imagine. Instead of just this
I
gap
have to
where
make it by.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's a huge. I don't even know if this gets talked about enough. It's like people tag these ages to when they need to have a certain amount of money and whatever. It's like by the time I'm 24, I want to make 6 figures. By the time I'm 28, I want to make $1 million. By the time I'm 30, I want a wife and a kid. And by the time I'm 35, I need that second kid. And by the time I'm 40, I need retirement and it's like you're like, what are these fucking like ages you're tacking on to these goals? I'm this age, I'm like, dude, nothing ends. Nothing ever ends. You keep going till you're dead. Right? It's all stick. It's all stick. It's just one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. Like, it doesn't end. Ever. You have your whole fucking life to test these things out. But it's like, I think that's what's pivotal, is like, you need to test these things out. Like, you need to like take on the entrepreneur journey if you feel like you need to, right? And then you're like, I don't care. Like, I'm fine working my job and I make decent money and I don't care. I get to do what I want. I'm like, okay. All right. And then that's what ties into what you said. Like, you have to be real with yourself. You can't have what like you're actually completely fine with and then keep telling yourself like, but that's what I want. I'm like, is it what you fucking want?
Exactly. Don't let the fucking guy on X who's like saying, oh no, being a 9 to 5, you're a fucking slave, you're a fucking this. No, you're building a business too, right? What about the guy that you're gonna fucking employ? Is he a slave because he works for you?
Yeah. And everybody, listen, everybody is an employee. Everybody is an employee. If you work at a job, your boss is your boss. If you're an entrepreneur, your boss is your customers. you're always fucking serving someone.
yeah.
You're not fucking
Exactly.
Sauron. You don't get to sit on top of an ugly fucking tower and then all these fucking orcs will suck your meat whenever you snap your fucking
Exactly.
fingers.
You're
dude.
serving somebody, right? Yeah. You're definitely serving somebody.
You're in the service of fucking someone.
Yeah.
Even the person you want to be like, Alex Hormozy, fucking David Goggins, they're in the service of someone. They're in the service of someone.
Yes.
Always.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, a lot of little tidbits and realizations and shit. Like what? Like you do have to test it out because you can, and you can even psych yourself out. Like that's what's so dangerous about your own mind. You can sit there, like you were mentioning the harem thing earlier. It's like, do I want a harem, right? And then a guy can be like, nah, I'm good, and another guy can be like, hell yeah. But each of those two type of guys that said yes to it and no to it could be lying to themselves. So how do you find out? Go fucking test it. Go fucking test it. All right? Go screw a bunch of girls and see if you care or not. If you do, keep going. If not, stop. You know what I mean? Test it out. Test it out. Like drop the fucking phone. Fucking go, okay, dude told me that I should have all this. I'm interested. Okay, I'll go figure out how to get that thing and then test it out. Oh, I like it. Keep going. I don't like it. Stop. Like you have to just keep on fucking doing that. Pretty much till you die.
Because
you're not gonna be done millionaire, fucking done cool. I'm done now. Like there's no done. There's no finish line. There's no made it by 35. I'm like made it, dude. When you have fucking $20 million and you're 35 and you feel accomplished, I'm telling you that's gonna last like. Don't believe me, I'm not a millionaire yet, but like if you think you're gonna be 35, have 10 million, then you're gonna fucking sit back and then that alone is gonna satisfy you for the rest of your life that you've made it, like wrong.
It's definitely not.
I
Bet.
bet.
Especially since you be normalized to that kind of money when you're up there in those levels. And when you stop, you're gonna be normalized to 10 mil.
I bet after you go to Turks and Caicos for the third time, bought your second supercar, and fucked about, you're gonna be like, well, fuck, what now? Now you gotta create another fucking race and another finish line and get to the next one.
Yeah.
And you figure out like, dude, this isn't a bunch of races. Or maybe it is, however you want to think about it. It's either a bunch of races that's your whole life, like race, or it's just one big race that's your whole fucking life. However you want to think about it to like, however you want to think about it to like help yourself in your head. But like, it doesn't end till you die. The only true finish line is your death.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the actual true finish line, is when you fucking get clapped.
That's a quote right there, baby.
Hey, I'm taking that one from my Twitter. That one's mine, because I said
tweet
I'm
that
tweeting
shit.
that
tweet
shit.
that shit.
Only true finish lines when you get clapped.
He was that ass, no cap.
Oh man. Anything else you want to add?
The only thing I'll just fucking end with is what I wrote here or something. Well, what I tweeted actually was that just confront the truth that you've been ignoring until now. Just confront it, bro. You know deep in your fucking heart that maybe you just don't want to do any of this.
Yep.
It's totally fucking fine, bro.
Yep.
Totally fucking fine. We don't need, 7 billion entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Someone's got to work for someone else.
The world will stop fucking turning.
Yep.
It will stop fucking moving, bro. We won't get anything done if we have billions of entrepreneurs.
Yeah. And then that would be in the disservice of the entrepreneurs, because none of those entrepreneurs would be rich.
Exactly.
Because they're just broke entrepreneurs trying to be entrepreneurs, not working. It's like, the fuck?
Exactly.
Like,
and then we'll somehow get back to square fucking one. You know what I mean? But also, like, if you're like an aspiring entrepreneur and you're like, I gotta have these fucking crazy time, like what these arbitrary like time horizons where you're like, I gotta be successful by fucking this time, 6 months, a year, half a year, or not half a year, but a year and a half, 3. Don't fuck the timelines.
Yeah.
The timelines that you write in your fucking like plan.
Yeah.
it's arbitrary. It's only so that you can plan out like your shit backwards. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So that it increases the likelihood of, you know, it doing that. But just imagine whatever number you write down, like let's say 3 years, 5 years, multiply that by 2.
Yep.
And that's when it's actually gonna fucking happen. When you'll be okay with that, because like you don't know the fucking future.
Yeah.
When you're okay with that,
Yep.
hell, who knows?
Yep.
You might get it done in 2.
Yeah.
You might get it done in 4.
Yeah.
You might get it done, dude.
Yeah. It's listen. It's unavoidable that it's gonna take a long fucking time.
Yeah.
A long fucking time.
So
like
why-
2 years
yeah.
ain't that long, but if you think about something that's gonna take 2 years now, most people are gonna be like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Oh my god, 2 fucking years." It's like, yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna give you $1 million.
And that's-
yeah.
that's
in 2 years. You're like, oh fuck.
You're
2.
like, dude, that's actually
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's actually
that's pretty fucking good. You goddamn idiot.
Exactly.
It's pretty
Exactly.
fucking good.
Your brain's like, oh, what?
Motherfucker, most people work their
Dude.
entire lives and don't get $1 million in 2 fucking
Yeah,
years. dude.
technically, if you got, 6 fucking figures,
It would take
10
10 years for a motherfucker that makes 6 figures to get $1 million.
And not even that, because taxes being taken. So,
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
fucking robbery.
Robbery.
I will start something. I would dead ass start something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's all I had. That's all I had.
All right.
Don't lie to yourself, fuckers.
Take what you will from this.
Hey, we just talking, bro.
Yeah, we just talking. Take what you will from this. If anyone's even watching this from the future, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.